Hello. Sales talk number 4. My sales talk has veered so totally towards confessional, or possibly grousing, that I'm not sure how to get it back. I'm going for laughs like Money in the Bank. I have a few inner discussions. One of them is, would Picasso have kept painting if he never made any money off his work? He was an awesome technician, or possibly his dad was painting a lot of his award-winning work. At like age 15 or so, he painted a girl at her wedding or confession. She is kneeling in a church with a priest, her head draped with lace. Then the next one, it won an award, Charity, Science and Charity. It had a very sick man in a bed with a doctor and maybe a priest. It was a kind of more or less traditional work. Nothing prepares you for Picasso's Saltimbanques, the juggler family, on an empty plain. There's no real family or connections. Picasso has painted the male figure that has to be himself from the back. With his hand against his back, the thumb is cocked in a strange way. His other hand is holding the hand of a young girl. The Picasso figure is staring at a woman, pretty much isolated on the right side of the canvas. There is such a sense of desolation for the people. There is no civilization on the horizon. There is nothing near them. It's saying, yes, there is nothing to life, but it is so very, very beautiful. Okay, that's possibly a shallow way of summing up his work. I feel like there's no point in having ambition in art. I mean, well, if you do, then your work will just have ambition in it. Then it won't really be weak, I guess. This is all vague and not at all funny. I am coming up with what is the essence of art. Yesterday I did some drawing on my iPad and started an animation. It's possible that my sales-being person has slipped. The salesperson has a real grasp of language, little phrases that can stir in people's heads. What William Burroughs was talking about when he said, language is a virus. You can take one word and build on it. You come up with an edifice. Maybe the edifice is kind of a trap, kind of a cage, like a trap. It gets to be like an itch. The only way to get out is explode the cage, the word trap. The easiest way is to buy something, to make the exchange. Money that is for your bread and water and butter, things to keep your body running, you throw that away for something of the spirit. That's an idea. That was an idea of the forever. So I feel like all I have to do as a sales being is associate the object with words that bring to mind forever and ever and ever, possibly even love or reflections of sun and light. And then the itch of the human will, with a slight nudge or of a certain word, the obsession to buy it will be there. Oh, I don't know. I'm discouraged. I haven't had a great sales record. Mostly I sell cheap. I mean, that's okay and all. That works to a certain extent. Genevieve and I were having a discussion the other day. I was saying something and she said, I wouldn't be with you if you weren't doing art. I find that kind of worrisome because really, how long can anyone count on doing anything? It's really pretty true that we are all probably destined to be disabled at some point. There is this real obsession with our culture on the normal able body, but really the norm is just the opposite. So I was pretty angry when Genevieve said I had to be doing art for her to continue being with me. I mean, really, who knows the future? I said, what if my sales take off and I'm a billionaire? Wouldn't you want to travel to Paris? I'd like to look at the graveyards there with you. All of the famous cemeteries, the Père Lachaise. Oh, I don't know. We could just spend money forever. And she said, yes, she wanted to travel. Then I was really surprised. I remember her not wanting to drive through Mexico. We didn't have papers or anything, but we had our pit bull in the back seat. I told the Mexican border guards her name, Coatlicue. We drove right in. Maybe all of life is like that. I'll get the magic words. On my last post on Instagram, it started with the image of a person on a horse. but the person was lying on the horse's stomach. Pink clouds overhead. The entire background an intense azure blue. The title was, "You are good enough for the moon, and the moon is good enough for you." I thought that was perfect. I got a ton of likes. The text wasn't original. As a sales being, I don't have to be original. I just have to make it stick. That's all. Thank you.